I'll just okay, got it. Um, okay, so on deck would be Black Silver 47, but up to the mic now is Ethan Mackler. Hi, Ethan. You're muted. You're good now. Thank you, Ethan. And I believe the next Grudge Poets is this Friday. Is that correct?
I'm actually not quite sure. I believe the schedule has been changed.
Oh yeah, it's the I keep from forgetting. It's the first and third Friday, I
I
believe.
think it's the
Second and third.
second
Oh,
and third.
second and third. Okay. Yeah, I knew that they switched it. I just didn't know if it was the second and third or first and yeah. Okay, so before I introduce the next poet, um, there was something that I forgot to mention at the beginning that Lizzie did want me to mention. Um, this Deadpan Dope was supposed to be the anniversary open mic, but because she cannot be here, the anniversary one will be scheduled um, the next time on the 20th of December. She just wanted me to mention that beforehand. So um, on deck would be Shocky G, but up to the mic now is Black Silver 47.
Okay, so I want to try and play something for you guys. So let me know if you can hear the guitar okay.
I think we can try it again.
No, I can't hear
Yeah,
it.
now we can't.
Do you have original sound on?
Yeah,
Oh.
can't hear it. No, that's happened before. That's happened before when I've tried to play and it's like you can't hear it. That's why I don't play my guitar, so I don't really I'm not really a DJ, so on the settings, so I don't really know how to, figure it out. But okay, I'll just read a poem then.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. See here. I'm gonna read one poem and then let's see here. I got a series of haikus that I want to read if I can find them. Yeah, in a series of haikus. So here we go. But the first piece is called Dark. All right, here we go. In the dark is where it starts. Touch her, pure of heart. In the dark is where it starts. Taste her, pure of heart. In the dark is where it starts. Gaze upon her, pure of heart. In the dark is where it starts. Listen to her, pure of heart. In the dark is where it starts. Smell her, pure of heart. Demons laugh, angels weep, earth for earth, fire for fire, water for water, air for air, a soul for a soul. And that's that piece. Can you guys hear me okay? Was the audio okay on that?
To me, it was okay.
Okay, cool. Making sure. And then this is just a series of haikus. Artificial light cast real shadow, real comfort. We are all shadows. Can you trick a child? Can you deceive an adult? Can't outsmart serpents. We are so clever. We invent new ways to kill. Can't outsmart serpents. Just superstition. Superstition just kill you. I'm invisible. Search for the quick fix. Take pill, kill, get injection. Searching for a myth. Phoenix rise, twice live. Lose all hope for the future. 'Tis your second death. And that's it. That was a series of 6 haikus. Yeah. And then the poem. So, yep. And that's that. Thanks for listening.
Awesome. Thank you. And yeah, don't worry, we were able to hear those fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just can't get the music right. That's happened to me before. I played and like we
Hmm.
didn't hear anything. Like, okay.
From what I hear, I know someone who runs a poetry Zoom, and he knows a lot of stuff with like technical audio stuff. And he said that there's something with settings where you have to set it differently for instruments or something. He said,
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, depending on the instrument. Like, at least that's from what he told me. I don't know if that's true.
All right.
Okay, so up to the mic now is Shocky G, and then we'll do a second round. Shocky, are you ready?
Yeah. So I read a piece that I did in a workshop last night. It's called Know Your Worth. When I was a kid, my mother told me knowledge is power. These days, I feel worthless, knowing I should be worth more. If you reach into your pockets, I know you may find me there, all lint and nothing. Wonder how I got this way. Age 6. I was pulled from a room of my peers, placed among kids years above me because I could read well and write. They called us gifted, as if knowledge was something given away on holidays and not worked for. All this unwrapped potential. 9. I stood in front of a large house, an example of the antebellum South. They say you are a writer, write something good about how the house makes you feel. When I handed them an empty paper, they said I was a bad writer. How do I tell them that glorifying plantation homes did not make me feel good, that my pen only saw the windows in the basement, know that ancestors barely saw the light of day? 13. I complete a presentation on Black History Month, recite the I Have a Dream speech. My teacher tells me I am well spoken. I grind the words between my teeth, swallow my pride. If a parrot speaks, are they also well spoken when repeating? 16. I'm on the bus after an away game, and the judge's daughter asks whose sweater is on the seat. I say that's mine's. They all laugh and tell me mine's is not a word. I guess it was never gifted nothing, and even an S, not even an S. And now I feel like everything is better than me. Like maybe I am a rebate my mother should take back for something better. 22. After the interview, the company calls to tell me they love the way I articulate my ideas, how easy I was to understand and not what they expected, but they decide to go in another direction. I am not so flexible. I can only bend until I break. If you break it, you must buy it, and I have never known my worth. As a child, I was gifted, given away for free, just pretty bow on an empty box. 5. I never asked for any of it. If I could go back to age 5, I would close my eyes and ignore everything, close my mouth, because nothing is ever free if you pay attention.
That was a great piece, Shocky. Thank you.
I agree. Great piece.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will read a poem and then we will go back up the list. So Nemo, you would be on deck. I'll read a poem from a book I'm working on. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so I'm working on a book right now called Prometheus Heart. So I think I'll read the title poem from that. Some of you have heard it before. I know that. Yeah. Prometheus Heart. I displeased a goddess whenever I gazed upon what I should never have. Cruel was the game she was tired playing. Every time I try, every time I fought, I found my lovely muse. A thumping power soon took over me, my life organs turning to tiny pieces of granite, with my blood stopping dead in its tracks. Soon it will start to pump again with mirth until the next time, for it's chained to its endless cycle. Thank you. Okay. So we will start back up the list for round 2. So Marianne, you would be on deck, and Nemo, you're up now.
Good. That was awesome, Chris.
Thank you. It's going to be the title piece, and I'm actually meeting. Shane just messaged me. She's going to see if we can meet this week to do the cover artwork for it.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna do another microtriptych. Watching the light crawl down the walls of the labyrinth of his childhood, Icarus waits for noon. The warmth on his face is no replacement for the love his father gives his work and not his son, but it's something. The boy knows if he ever gets his freedom, he's going to find a way to be closer to the sun. My parents fought like a shuttle back and forth in the weaving of my childhood, each insisting how beautiful life would be if I followed the plan. But instead, I dodged and darted amongst the darker threads of their poisonous narrative, staying just away from their sharpest points. What an amazing tapestry we might have woven instead of this great and hopeless knot. They are gone now, and I can only scratch at the looser strings with bloody fingernails and hope the conqueror with his sword finds me before the fates see what we did to their loom. My mind palace is a labyrinth of my own devising. Halls of neurons twist away into the darkness in all directions from where I stand. So perfect was my design that I cannot escape, and those brave souls who come looking for me become hopelessly lost. There's something in here that feeds on flesh. I can see its horns in the mirror sometimes, and I'm never far from its hot and wretched breath. Perhaps I built the maze to hold the monster. Thank you.
Yes, I believe I heard you read that piece before too, with the labyrinth and with Icarus, and that was an amazing piece, and I'm glad I got to hear it again.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, I run an independent podcast called The Poetic Robin Hood, and Nemo was the featured poet for December, and it went live yesterday. So if you search on Spotify, The Poetic Robin Hood, or if you go to the podcast hub Anchor and search The Poetic Robin Hood, you'll be able to find the episodes. And Nemo's episode will be there. It was posted yesterday, so it's all good to go. And share it around too, because that's how I get more views.
Yeah, I had a
So
lot of fun recording that.
yes, most
It was a
definitely.
good day.
Yes, I remember I was so amazed with every piece that you read.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so on deck is Ethan Mackler, but up to the mic once again is Marianne Peterson.
Okay, this song I wrote March 3rd, 1993. It's called Perfect Strangers. From the first time we met, I cared for you. We were perfect strangers before. Now we know each other. Perfect strangers are what we were. We're no longer perfect strangers. We are lovers now. I didn't like being alone. I'm glad we are together. I'm glad we're home. Perfect strangers are what we were. We're no longer perfect strangers. We are lovers now. Thanks. I guess I'll do my other poem. This one is called Liar, Liar. I wrote November 30th. Liar, liar, pants on fire. My youngest son keeps lying. He has lied about things he has done. He lied about cutting our internet cable. He lied about cutting a chair. He said he did not do it at first, but then he told the truth that he did do it. He even cut my original charger for my old phone and tablet. He said he did it because he was mad. I don't remember him being mad those days that he did what he did. My son was told that if he keeps lying, nobody will believe anything that comes out of his mouth, even if something does happen. I wish he would stop lying. Thanks.
Cutting an internet cable. Wow, that's horrible. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry about that.
Thanks.
Mm. Okay, so on deck once again is Black Silver, but up to the mic again is Eva Mackler. Awesome, awesome music, Ethan. Thank you. Okay, so on deck would be Shocky G, but up to the mic once again is Black Silver 47.
Audio check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to this piece called Throat Chakra, and it's a newer piece that I wrote. So and it's about the throat chakra. And if you don't know what chakras are like discs that certain colors correspond with the body. So the throat chakra would be a blue disc inside the throat that deals with communication and expression, verbal and nonverbal. So it's dedicated to like the chakras and also just all the poets that show me love and the spoken word, spoken frequency community. So here we go. Throat chakra. The hatred is real. Steel divides the have-nots from the have too much. Dark thoughts can't see the light. Dark skin, whole life had to fight. My bark is my bite. Reclaiming the hierophant. Spoken frequency cut deeply like K9 teeth. Throat chakra open. No limit to expression. Depression non-existent. Speak my will into existence. My words will be your redemption. Are you listening? I said, are you listening? Or are you pretending? Demons inside me can smell your intentions. If you think you're righteous, then I must be the devil. Spiritual mysteries misinterpreted as evil. Dual nature, call me Mr. and Mrs. Throat chakra, blue as the ocean. Blue markers inside my pocket. Original thought, dominate the market. Throat chakra open. When one door closes, another one opens. Transmute the negative and step inside through the blue door, open wide. A time will come to act, but will you know what to do? A time will come to speak, but will you know what to say? I said this every day. Don't need no book for memory, because this ain't a poem or verse. I really live this way. So say it every day. These lyrics can intimidate, not for the faint of heart. I speak from the heart. The script I forgot. Rip the script. I'm in the streets. Rip the script. I'm off the leash. And that was Throat Chakra.
That was another great one. Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, and I know you were on my open mic, but I also have the podcast. So if you want to be on that, let me know. I'll scout you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I guess I will be on deck, but up to the mic once again is Shocky G.
Right. Chris never invites me to be on any of his things. I'm just kidding.
I will gladly invite you, Shocky.
I'm just picking. So I'm gonna do. It's an older poem. It's called "Beautiful," but it was published in anthology that dropped today, "Descendants of Medusa," with Nymeria Publishing, with two other of my poems. But I'll just read this one. From birth, they will convince you that skinny is equivalent to beautiful, to successful, to happily married, while looking like me is a death wish. Imagine being told your shadow takes up too much space in a world full of darkness, and your body with all its depth could never hold love. They will tell you no one will ever love you until you love yourself. But when you feed them confidence, they will claim you are shoving unhealthy down their throat, that you should be ashamed. These bodies should not be on display. I guess the scalpel be a forgiving deity, carving miracles into skin. My body bleeding a prayer of hope, not ready for nirvana, but begging for resurrection, like surgery be the new harakiri, leaving me a person anew. Like weight is the only thing holding me down, as if gravity don't exist. Peel off my layers, say the scars will fade. Why do we always have to sacrifice ourselves to a savior in order to be saved? Thank you.
Thank you. That was really great. Um, okay, so the next one would be me, but I don't really have another poem to read. And that would be the end of round 2. So I guess, mm, unless anyone wants to do a third round, uh, if not, then I can just close it out early for the night. I guess that would be a no. Okay. Thank you all for coming to Deadpan Dope. Again, this was supposed to be the anniversary show, but because Lizzie couldn't make it, she is making the anniversary show the next Deadpan Dope, which would be on December 20th. So thank you all for coming and see you next time.
Thank you.